Find slope and rate of change. If you're following along in your textbook, this is on page 235. It starts there. And what slope is it says it right here. It says the slope of a non-vertical line is the ratio of the vertical change, the rise, to the horizontal change, the run. And that's kind of what that means. Whenever you do slope, you're kind of drawing a triangle on top of the actual line, and then you're indicating how far it goes up by that measure and how far it goes by that measure. And it's just from point to point, and then you just measure those two things. So it's the change in y over the change in x. And frequently it's referred to by the letter m, and it has this equation with it. So it's y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1. So that's what slope is. So if you look here quickly on these ones here, find the positive slope. First of all, the way I like to think about it is anytime you have a line that looks, if you have the xy here, anytime you have some sort of slope that's looking like a line like that, even if it's just a teeny bit, that's a positive slope. Now if you instead have a line, if this is the x or this is the y and x, if instead you have a line that goes down like this, then you have a negative slope. I just prefer to be able to identify those right off the bat because then it's simplest to me. So let's do this. So in terms of finding a positive slope here, for this point here it says -4, 2, and the other point is going to be 2, 6. So those are the 2 points. So all we're going to do is we're going to go the y first, 6 minus 2. That's what the first part is going to be, 6 minus 2. That's y2, which is the second y. Subtract y1, and now we're going to do the other part, which is going to be here and here. So x1 or x2 is 2. That's that part there. It has to be x2. It has to be the same one. And then you subtract -4. So in that case here, what you're going to end up with is 4 over 2 plus, or 2 minus -4 is the same as 2 plus positive 4. So 4 over 6. We can simplify 4 over 6 to 2 over 3. So that's going to be the slope. In terms of other examples, there's one down here, 5, 2, and 4, -1 are down here as an example. So this one here is going to be the second point, so it's going to be -1 minus 2, because that's -1 minus 2. And now we're going to do that over 4 minus 5. When we do that, what we end up with is, well, -1 minus 2 is going to be -3. 4 minus 5 is going to be -1. So when you simplify that, that's a negative over negative, which is just a positive, so it's just going to be 3 is the slope, or 3 over 1 is another way of putting it. Same thing here. This point here, these 2 points are, that's x2 and y2.